Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome to the latest live edition of SportsCenter alongside Josh Elliott. I'm Hannah Storm. That was a fun weekend of football.
Well, you know, up and down. And then, of course, we got last night, and it made it all worth it. A key playoff performer, by the way, may be on the move. Adam Schefter will be here live with the details as SportsCenter gets going. Shall we?
Earl Hodge with us to break it down. Did I hear you say yesterday you watched 77 hours of tape?
77 hours. We had a nice game plan for the New York Jet defense, and they executed it beautifully.
I tell you what they did. Let's take you through it. Forward touchscreen, and let's take a look at the adjustments they made defensively on Brady and company. Such a stunning turnaround, too, from that Monday night embarrassment.
Yeah, well, first of all, I thought they were extremely flexible, and they were aggressive at the line of scrimmage, not just at the offensive line, but at the wide receivers. And I really felt coming into this game, that's what you had to do, because the Patriots are so quick that you got to get your hands on them. You got to disrupt the routes of the wide receivers and the tight ends, because when you do that, you start making the wide receivers nervous too. When they're late sense as far as numbers goes, that was not a blitz, but they end up being some kind of a zone concept blitz. You were disruptive at the line of scrimmage. You were flexible in your blitzes, and it confused not only Tom Brady, but the offensive linemen and the wide receivers. It made it difficult on the entire offense. They did a great job of being consistent with that all game long.
Okay, so you've beaten Brady, you've beaten Manning, now you got Big Ben, and they have gone into Pittsburgh. They have won already, although they trailed in the third, the Jets, and had to come from behind, put 12 points on the board in succession to win. What's the key for them coming up?
Well, I think, you know, it's being able to finish it with Ben. You know, the one thing that Ben Roethlisberger is different than Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, it is also a big difference as far as how the Jets handle him.
You said the Jets could win yesterday. Indeed, they did. He's Merrill Hodge with us all day long. Josh?
I'm over here, baby.
Antonio, sporting the ring and talking quarterbacks. You look at the four winning quarterbacks, not an interception thrown, all of them with a quarterback rating of over 100. None of them more spectacular than Aaron Rodgers, really one of the 8-2-21. He completed over 86% of his passes. He goes 31 for 36. He throws for 3 touchdowns. He runs for another. But what did you see in his performance that might be cause for concern as they meet up with their division rival next weekend?
Well, I'm going to go back to your mobility of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I thought that was probably one of the most spectacular parts of the game against the Atlanta Falcons, because they had a lot of free pass rushers to after him. So we'll get to that one in a second. But I thought that, you know, Atlanta did a really good. There's a free pass rusher there. There were 5 or 6 of them during the course of this game. Aaron Rodgers made brilliant plays every time. Can you count on that? Absolutely not. Against the Chicago Bears, we'll take care of, because if they think they're just going to have Aaron Rodgers make a lot of plays like that against Chicago, it's not going to happen.
Bears defense a lot different than the Falcons defense. Conditions will be vastly different. That's Merrill Hodge at the Ford touchscreen. And good Monday morning, everybody. 10 a.m. on the East as we welcome you to the latest live edition of SportsCenter alongside Josh Elliott. I'm Hannah Storm.
Yeah, quite a weekend of football is now past. The conference championships are set. Antonio Pierce is by, breaking down how the Jets and the Steelers' formidable defenses compare. And I just went with formidable in the teeth.
Back and answer, yes, that was a huge play. Okay, but you know what? That one was too. You're splitting hairs here.
No,
all of those hairs.
No, Santonio Holmes. You were denied.
Well, he has been standing by Jets cornerback Antonio Cromartie, who let his play on the field do all the talking yesterday. He and the Jets bounced back from that 42-point loss to Tom Brady and the Patriots in Week 13. They oust the AFC's top seed from the playoffs.